Owl. Oh, Pharaoh Owl. My bad. My bad. Let's see. What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? How y'all living? Y'all doing all right? Papa Joe. Who's Papa Joe? Where you from? That kind of lingo. Where are you from? Papa Joe. That's interesting. No, I ain't heard that one before. That's different. Yo, yo, yo. What is good? We are live in the studio tonight. How are y'all doing? How y'all living? Y'all doing all right today? Man, usually we go on here earlier, but we were in a recording session. I'm Papa Joe. Who is Papa Joe? Trying to find that, figure that out. That's funny. Man, man. You're from Kentucky. Okay, that's what's up. I'm from Texas. I ain't heard that one before. Let's see if you want to come up and explain to me how you how you come up with that. That's some new shit. Let's see. That's Hakeem. Let's see. I'm just inviting y'all up. $40 million checks. Why would we be getting $40 million checks? It'd be okay if all millennials get $40 million checks. Hey, is Hakeem coming up? Hey, what's up? What's up? It just sounds right, huh? Yeah, well then the value of that 40 million will go down. I ain't trying to rain on nobody's parade, but shit, it is what it is. Oh man, we lost Hakeem. I think Hakeem was supposed to be up, but let's see here. We stream on a couple of different platforms right now: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. But just rocking with y'all tonight. See what's up, what y'all are up to, how y'all are doing. I might get a little bit of work done while we're here live. We might work on some starter pack merchandise bundles because it's been a minute since I've been sending them out and everything. Are you on school Wi-Fi? Yeah, man. Feel you. What's up, Logan? Reality bending. Reality bending, Logan. As long as that shit goes in your direction, right? Hey, everybody's reality bending. Fuck with it. That's what's up. That's what's up. What are y'all up to? What y'all doing? Y'all just big chilling out tonight? Just got out the studio. I had a session. Y'all playing bingo? What is that? What's that? Friends Live on Big O? Big O? What is that? Got all the slang tonight. Big O. BIGO? Or is that some Instagram shit? What is that? Damn. 38 minutes on the elliptical. I'm glad my people are in the gym. That's a beautiful thing. I stay healthy and fit. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. That's what's up. What does the app do? I'm not familiar with it. BIGO. Big O. I have to look it up or some shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, been working tonight. We recorded like 3 songs. Making money, you know, all last week. Surviving, thriving, and prospering. feel me? That is the motto. That is the motto. Man, I feel that. I'm about to be in the gym tomorrow. I went yesterday, about to be back in there tomorrow. Yeah, yeah, that's good shit. Stream and meet people. I mean, so that's the thing for me with a lot of these social media platforms. Like, what distinguishes it? What makes it different from other platforms? Oh, you trying to be funny? We got jokes, being funny. But yeah, Big O, if I'm pronouncing that right. What makes it different? Like streaming and meeting people, like you do that on every social media platform, right? Like whether it's Facebook or Instagram or yeah, nothing makes it different. What like the user base, like different type of people, what determines who you meet? That's like famous people on it. I never heard about this before. And then they have what is it called? Clubhouse, right? It's Clubhouse too. So I've been told to go to Clubhouse. Like, what makes all these things different? I don't get it. Like, there just needs to be one. There needs to be the social media platform, and like that's the end all be all, and that's it. Instead of doing like all of these different things. I don't know. It's kind of funny to me, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. Okay, word. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, you got to go to your community. You got to vibe with people in the same wavelength. I feel that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna work on some merch packs. I think I got a couple orders. I haven't gotten to them. It's been like since June, I think. So I owe a couple of people some merchandise. I'm gonna get started on that here. But I wanted to tap in with y'all, make sure y'all are doing well. Y'all are doing good. I missed going live on Friday. We were supposed to go on Friday. Usually we do these, Mondays and Fridays. On Mondays, both days, Mondays and Fridays, it's usually earlier. But I had to make money on Friday. You know what I'm saying? I had to get it. So yeah, and then Monday today we had a recording session. Uh, reading your comment here. No, what's that movie called? I heard about that. No, I heard about that. That's random. What made you ask that question? Did they use Big O in the movie? Huh? No, mm-mm. What's it called? When did it come out? I'm not familiar with that one. Wow. Oh, you full of jokes tonight. Hold up. Okay, you said it's Finding Nemo. Of course, I've seen Finding Nemo, but I gotta go back and read the comment now. Yeah, yeah, that is true. That is what Finding Nemo is, huh? That is Finding Nemo in a nutshell. That's so true. I didn't think about it like that. See, this is what I'm talking about when you get people from different perspectives telling you jokes and shit. Gets you to look at things in a different way. That's what's up. That's dope. A depressed widow father. who teams up with a mentally challenged woman to find his disabled son. That's very interesting. That's so true. Finding Nemo. I haven't seen Finding Dory though. How would you describe Finding Dory? I haven't seen that yet. I mean, is it any good? I heard Finding Nemo is better. That's usually how it works out, though. Isn't the original usually better than the sequels? Like I've seen the first three Matrices. I'm kind of scared of seeing the fourth one because I've heard like a lot of bad things about it. You know, it's kind of got me hesitant. I don't want to see it now. I just kind of want to. What are you upset about? Is this? I don't. You got to go out with a bang, right? You can't end a legendary trilogy on a bad note. You feel me? What does that even mean, dog? Yo, yo. Yo, so other shit right now. What's up? We got Crystal in the house. What's up? How's it going, Crystal? Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. What's up? What's up? Uh, So we're talking about Finding Dory right now. I'm sure Finding Nemo was better, wasn't it? Yeah, the originals usually outdo the sequels. The only what what sequel can you name that was probably better than the original that you could come up with? For me, what's up? What's up? We got Manny in the house. For me, I think a lot of the Toy Stories were really good. I still haven't seen the fifth one. I think there's five, right? I think I've seen one through four or one through three. I think I haven't seen the last one. So if there's like four of them, I've seen three. If there's five of them, I've seen four. Those were all good, but I still feel like the original was the best. Two was really good. I don't know. They were all really good, but I feel like the first one was the best. Uh, See, but what else? Underworld? See, I haven't seen Underworld. I haven't seen Underworld. Shrek 2? You think Shrek 2 was better than the first one? I don't know. I think, what was that, three or four of them too? I think that's the same thing. I've seen all of them except the last one. Yeah, I think I've seen Shrek. Yeah, Shrek 2 was really good too. See if anybody wants to come up and talk. Let's see. Yeah, I'm inviting everybody up. So, yo, what's up in the house? How's it going? You doing all right? I'm good. I'm good. Just chilling. I feel it. I feel that.
What it be? What it be, family? How's it going?
What's that? Who's that, Manny?
Yes, sir.
What's going on? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Hey, yo, fam, DM me your email, bro. You need some tracks. I'm here like making beats now.
You know,
need instrumentals. Hit me up.
just one who made us send at Gmail. It's yeah, it's pretty simple. It's in my it should be in my with the IG profile or whatever. You know, but yeah, it's just my stage name at Gmail with no underscore. But yeah, yeah.
Say less.
I appreciate you. Where are you from?
I'm from DC, bro.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Cool. Yeah, send it to me.
DMV.
For sure. What's up, Poetic Sense in the
That's
house?
my sister.
Okay.
That's my sis.
She's out there in you're in Vegas, right?
Yeah, I'm in Vegas.
Yeah. She's out there too?
No.
No.
This heat will probably kill her.
You're out you're from LA though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You said what in the original?
yeah, it's just my stage name, at Gmail. .com. Oh yeah, we were talking about original versus the sequels and everything like that. What's better?
Toy Story 2 is definitely
Oh,
better than Toy
How
Story
to
1.
Train Your Dragon.
I haven't seen. Okay, so I guess maybe I just missed all the.
How to Train Your Dragon. You have to watch that one.
That one is too.
I haven't seen any of them. How many of them is it? Is it two of them, or is it
It's
more?
like
4.
Okay.
It's about 3 or 4 of them.
Okay, so the second was better than the first. But question
I
for you.
enjoyed it.
Question.
I don't know about everybody else, but I enjoyed it.
Now, how good do they progressively get better like after two, or is it just like two is better than the first one?
Well, I
2
would
is better than
say
the first.
Yeah.
as
Okay.
it progressed,
Because
it
the
did get
storyline gets
better.
more thick.
Because the last one is called Worlds. Basically, Hiccup and his girlfriend are adults now, married with children, blah blah blah. But I'm not gonna spoil it. Everybody needs to go see it. So, but other than that, it was really good. I
That's
enjoyed it.
interesting. That's interesting. So yeah, and it sounds like a lot of these are animated too. Like I think one of my favorite.
Most are.
Yeah, right.
Most are.
That makes
But
sense.
then again, you gotta look at how many times they created these movies and then rebooted these movies and then they're crap.
Right.
Like
Right.
for instance, how many times they redone Godzilla?
Right. That's one that came to mind.
But then again, I couldn't stand it. But when I seen the Godzilla King of Monsters, I was like, okay, I could rock with this.
Which one is that? That's not. I'm thinking King Kong. I saw like highlights of that one.
Well, that was after. That comes after.
Okay.
Where it's Godzilla versus King Kong.
Okay. Okay.
Bro, I know somebody
But those
put
were good.
Underworld in the chat. Underworld definitely.
Yeah.
The second one is definitely better than the first one.
And I heard about
But
that.
you definitely have to watch Blood Wars. Blood Wars. Oh my. Whew,
Is that one of the Underworld
nonstop
series?
action.
Is
It's
that
crazy.
that's one of the Underworld series?
Yeah, that was the very last one. It's the
Okay.
very last.
No, that last Underworld was garbage.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
When Michael Ellis, or Michael Ewan, that
Oh,
joint was
yeah.
garbage. Sorry.
Well, I
Straight up
enjoyed
You
it.
sure y'all talking about the same
fact that
one?
She kind of evolved beyond what she really was.
Yeah, that's when, and then the main villain was the big werewolf, right?
Yeah, I was like, this thing is on.
He
I
said,
don't know
"Nah,
what the hell they were doing.
I wouldn't know." He
That's
said,
on the note.
I wouldn't know. How many are there? There's what, 3 at least?
It's 5, I think.
Oh,
5
okay.
or 6.
Oh, yeah.
But of
Okay.
course, I enjoyed the Pirates of the Caribbean as well.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen the last one. Is 3 of those? 3 or 4?
I think there's 5. 5
Oh
Pirates of
wow.
the Caribbean.
No, I've only seen probably 2. I think.
The last
2 or
one
3.
is called Dead Man Tells No Tales.
Okay, no, I haven't seen that one. Then I've seen at least 2.
Totally different. It's totally different, but it was good.
Last part of the bands I seen was when they was going through the big, what was it, the
The Whirlpool or something.
vortex joint.
Uh-huh.
And Shorty turned
No, the last
Calypso.
one was completely different. This takes place like 10 years later for the simple fact that they brought back, what's his name? Orlando Bloom and what's her name?
Girl, not
His girl, Orlando
Will Turner.
Bloom's girl.
Okay.
And his girl. Yeah, so, because he took the role of Davy Jones. So he's supposed to stay at sea for 10 years. So 10 years had passed, so he's able to come on land. They have a son. They had a son that they see every 10 years. So, but it's a trip. There's a lot of doozies, so I'm not gonna give it all out.
Yeah.
Hey, you a real live movie buff. I don't even know what's your name again.
I'm not gonna give out the doozies because I even got floored when I heard some of this stuff. I was like, what the hell?
It's different.
She a real live movie buff over here.
My dad too. No, for sure. You know what? What comes to mind? the sequels that are better than the originals, I can't even front on this one. Is the Batman, the Dark Knight.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah,
Yeah.
Definitely.
yeah.
The Dark, hands down, the Dark Knight
Right.
is the best Batman.
Yeah, those were awesome.
Right.
Those were awesome. I
Right.
even watched the one with what's his name, and I'm sitting up for like, they could have not did that one
with Bane, the third.
No, the Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Oh, the new one with Zoe. Zoe Kravitz on it. I haven't seen that one.
I haven't seen it either. But it's not it.
Oh, my sister.
I ain't hear nothing about it. Oh yeah, books. You do be in the group posting about books for sure.
There's too many Batman movies.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh. We getting started on books now?
Hold on a second. If only I could. Let me flip this.
Got the library going.
Got the mini library in the cut.
Yeah.
It's
two shelves. Yeah. Oh, you saw one shelf. She pulled out both shelves. That's
two shelves plus a shelf in my room.
Oh, okay. Just pulled it
Who's
out.
your favorite writer?
That's what's up.
I'm collecting the Game of Thrones right now. Well, some of them.
What they called the original called the Songs of Fire and Ice.
So at this moment, I have A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Fire and Blood, Dance with the Dragons, which is now on HBO Max now. But it's called House of Dragons.
Dance with the Dragons is probably the best songs of the Fire and Ice series.
And what else do I got?
Damn. I be on like other types of books. I be like on like self-improvement books and shit. Because I need like.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool too.
Don't know,
I'm just like, whatever catch my attention.
No, I'd be deep in like comics and shit though.
Here,
I'd be really deep in comics. For sure.
this book here.
Yeah, for sure.
This book here, amazing book.
What is that? The Hero Within. Okay,
yeah, Hero with 1,000 Faces.
That sounds interesting. That's a
It
good
is.
title. You finished
This
it?
is like the Bible most filmmakers read.
So it's for that's right because you do want to go into film. Yeah. So is it for like filming or is it like fiction or nonfiction?
It's for like filmmakers. It could be for filmmakers, writers.
Yeah.
You know, those that want to write novels or whatever else.
Right.
There's a lot of like writers out there. I even read half the stuff they put on Facebook. These little mini novels. They're quite good, but they're just too long.
So you finish like all. See, I could have a library, but well, one, I don't like reading like the physical book. I do like a lot of audio tapes. I don't have time to.
I'll do audio. I have Audible, but the only time I will use Audible if I'm in my car and I'm driving.
Right.
That's
I drive a lot. You know, so.
So mostly I have to have a physical book. You know, all these are the mortal instruments.
What like percentage of all of those books have you like read, or have you like started all of them, or you finished on all of them?
Of course, this is a classic here.
Oh, Narnia for
Chronicles
sure.
of Narnia.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a classic. I have read so far all these Sherilyn Kenyons, and most of these I've read at least 5 times within the year.
Well, each year you read them 5 times a year?
Yeah.
See, you must be a speed reader. You must be a speed reader. You read fast too. You read fast, don't you? You finish like at least one book a week, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
most of these books are thick as hell.
Yeah, right.
Like this one.
You got any of them like? Because I know if I've seen a movie a lot enough times, like you start memorizing. You got any like the books memorized?
Some of them, like I could remember characters or certain parts of the book.
Yeah.
Cause some of them are quite funny as hell.
Right, right. No, that's dope. For me,
I also have Edgar Allan Poe.
That's cool.
This one here is a trip too. This is a black sci-fi short stories.
See, it's hard for me to read the same book like over and over unless it's something like I'm reviewing or like I don't know if my attention span or like even movies too. Like if I've seen it and I had a fond memory of it, I might revisit it, but it won't be in the same year. It's not very likely.
Yeah, well, I know sometimes whenever I read books, it's like sometimes I'll pick up on something that I didn't pick up before.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, wait a minute.
I know.
don't remember this.
Listening to music is like that for me, for sure. Yeah. But it has to be good, because like it's a lot of things. I don't know if I'm like a product of the generation and everything and like instant gratification and short attention spans, but it's some things, it's like
you return to the same album twice.
Very rarely. It's like it's a microwave era of consumption, I guess. It's like you create something real quick
easy.
And you just try to capitalize off of it real quick, and then it's on to the next thing. Like things aren't like a good meal or something like food. It's like a fast food era of like creativity. It's like it's not meant to last these days. It's just to make a quick buck off of it and then move on to the next thing. Where it's like a good meal. You could go back and reheat it, and it's still good. It still hits like the first time. But like you're not gonna do that with fast food. It's just like fuck it, let me go get some more fast food type shit.
Right.
So like
it depends on how the content.
Right.
I think it depends on how the content settles with you though.
Right.
Like if the content settles with you, you feel me, in a way where you can, it's precious, or you adhere to it in a way where you cherish it, and you gonna always go back to it, whether it's. And I think a lot of times, especially in the aspect of music, speaking from nowadays, no one's really making content, you know what I'm saying, that resonates, you feel me? Like, when's the last time you heard of Voodoo, you know what I'm saying, or Miseducation, you feel me, or Late Registration, you feel what I'm saying? Like, no one's making content like that audibly anymore, you feel what I'm saying? Like, so, in the realm where everyone wants the buck, all the content is going to be Mickey D's.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? So until we get people actually trying to make steak or trying to make, you know what I'm saying, things for people to digest properly, we're going to keep getting Mickey D's, and it's going to.
No, that's good shit. That's real. That's very well articulated too. No doubt. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's messed up because it's like there's other content that's like being made that's beautiful nowadays, like movies and things like that. And you really, I know, like, well, as a musician, you really wish for it to be the same way in music, but for some reason, bro, it's not like.
Right. People are doing shit to like get on, and it's for me. It comes down to like intention too. It's like you could tell whether it's an artist, a chef, a filmmaker. You could tell somebody's intention. And if their heart was like really in the right place when they were doing some shit, when they created, if they're just looking for the come up, or if like they actually have a substantial message that they're trying to convey to the audience. And like those are the things that are gonna nowadays, they just come and they go. Nobody really cares. We're in the streaming era, but say James Cameron, for example.
That's in the era of one-hit wonders too.
Right.
I mean, one hit and then that's it.
Right. Because it's like, where's the message involved? Or for me, like things come down to substance. I know that's maybe not what everybody is looking for. Like if you have like your top tiers of priorities of like what you're looking for in a piece of content, like for me, like substance is like message is like the top. So I could give a fuck about like all this
Get up.
lyrical miracle shit, or like the aesthetic or the sound. Like, yeah, those things are cool, or the flow, but those come like after the, supreme, which is
Right.
substance for me. At
Yeah,
least.
what are you trying to say? What are you trying to get across?
Exactly. So, but I think about like when you actually take your time, and a lot of it too, I can see this even in my own like artistic journey and integrity. It's like, you create differently when you're not hungry. You're not doing something out of a need. You're doing it out of desire because you can do it. You have the option, the fulfillment. That it's that piece where you have the liberty to do it,
Bro,
and you
Yep.
just so it's not like out of necessity, like fast food. You eat bullshit because you're hungry. Not because you want to be like satisfied and everything like that. So, but I think about like James
That
Cameron, right?
I never heard something that way. Oh my god. Oh
Like,
my god. And you know what? And nowadays it's like people are like forcing it out.
right,
You know? It's like stop forcing it, or
just let it
it's
happen.
not gonna come out right.
Right. Just organically, right?
And I think this is where I messed up when it came to like my writing. I would try to force myself to write, like literally sit down and just stare at the computer and just type whatever's in my brain, even though most of the time I feel like my brain is like dyslexic. Like I have a whole bunch of stuff in my mind, but it's like I feel like I'm sitting in the middle of a Soul Train trying to unravel this Scrabble board, just trying to piece everything together, and I'm sitting up here driving myself nuts.
Right.
Instead of just
Now here
opening
for
up
me,
that chakra.
like that's a
And
delicate
just let it flow.
balance. For me, like I think maybe we had this conversation. I feel like maybe we had this conversation, Crystal, you and I, with I had just recently finished reading the book, The War of Art, like within the past like 3 months or so. And one of the things that it discussed was like basically that situation that you had just brought up, where yes, you want to get it's important to get your reps out. Just like as an artist, I compare it to like, a physical trainer or like a sport or something like that, where you're competing like the Olympics, or athlete or something like that. It's important to get those reps out, and you still got to go to the gym or go swimming, hit the pool, run some laps or whatever, even if you're not feeling it. But you don't show that to the audience though. You only show them like the best, say like top 10%, top 1% of everything that you did. They don't need to see all of the bad shit. You just show them like the really good stuff. But you
I
got to
think that's
it's important to
relative,
get
though.
those reps out. Right, it's relative for sure.
I
For
think
sure.
that's relative. Reason being, you feel me? Like, and I got a theory where it's like, if you're not going through nothing, or you at a point in your life where you feel to me, you're not going to produce something beautiful, because I think in all great art comes frustration, hurt, misunderstanding, and disbelief. Because like whenever you question yourself or your inner God, or just God in general, you feel me? Like that's when you tap in. You feel what I'm saying? Because you gotta think about it, like being a creative is the closest thing you can do when it comes towards having a relationship with the creator, whoever he might be to you, or the creator, or whatever. You feel me? Because the creator created, and you being an artist, that's what you do as an artist. You create.
Yeah.
You feel me? You are a medium.
Yeah.
Just like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, like whenever, like I appreciate artists of like frustration sometimes, depending on, you know what I'm saying, like depending on the medium. You feel me? Because a lot of times in that frustration, you can lead someone else to understand it. You feel me? Because art is supposed to be, you feel me, messages for individuals who are trying to like look at life to receive a certain message.
I feel you.
You feel me? Like,
and I agree with you, but hear me out though too. Don't we all have like a frustration? Even once you break through one level, there's always going to be another level of frustration and struggles and everything like that, and
because you're not there.
Right, exactly.
So if you constantly living and you're creative, you're always going to experience new frustration
Right.
and new levels of life to want to create or draw inspiration from. Because the main thing that an artist should want to, like, if you're a true artist, life is your inspiration. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like no matter, like, you know what I'm saying, like no matter what walk of life you are, if you're a true artist, you draw inspiration from life. You feel me? Like if you always looking at art to receive commerce, you're not in art.
Right.
You're in manufacturing.
Facts.
feel what
That's
I'm
a good.
saying?
That's a good way to
Like,
put it. Yeah.
you feel me? Like, if you're an artist, you're drawing your inspiration from the towels of life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta struggle, like, in order to me, you gotta hurt. You know what I'm saying? To love art. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where a lot of good art comes from sometimes.
Right. I just don't like. I hear what you're saying, but I don't like confusing it. And it's a very fine line. I don't like getting it misconstrued with the struggle artist. That's a philosophy I don't believe in. Adhere to. But I feel like you can have the two, philosophies, and balance them out. But it's easy to mix them up. You feel me? It's like you got to keep them separated. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, struggle artists.
When I say struggle, I mean not being
I mean,
able to provide for yourself. Like in this, like the manufacturing, you start manufacturing. I feel, in my perception of like when you're in struggle, right?
well, I guess that can be relative as well
Yeah.
because where else are you going to draw? Because my thing is like this: when someone like, okay, so everyone here is, I'm pretty sure is a writer. You feel me? Like, we have two, you know what I'm saying, artists, two rappers and a writer. You know what I'm saying on the line. You feel me? Where are you going to draw your story from when it comes towards certain ideals that you have if you don't experience those things?
It's a new struggle
Because now,
on that next level.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel me? Or whatever, and whatever level your struggle might be. You feel me?
Right.
Everyone's struggle is different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if not, you're pulling from a hollow or
The forest.
a
Yeah.
run of the mill, you feel me, ideal
Yeah.
that you probably can't feel. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure we all seen the writers that can write about anything. But just because you can write about anything, that doesn't mean that your writing is positive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just because you can come up with an idea about anything, that don't mean the ideas you come up with have some type of substance to them.
Right.
You feel me? Like, that's why I say, like, to me, like, the best art, it comes from a place of where the artist really feels it. You feel me? It doesn't, and you're right, it doesn't have to be struggle. It can be from a beautiful point. You feel me? Because, like, we love, I don't know if she's a hip hop fan, but we love late registration, and we also love graduation.
Yeah.
And we also love 808s and Heartbreaks.
And
Those
they're
are
all different
points
pieces.
of Kanye that we appreciate.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I guess my hang up and where I start, I guess, tuning out is when somebody stays on the same level of the frustration process, and there's no growth in that, So like Kanye, he's a perfect example of somebody that's grown, I yeah. So that's what my main dilemma is. I don't adhere to like staying on the same level, and there's no artistic growth or development in that. So that's really what I'm getting at. I feel like we agree, at the end of the day. Yeah.
Big facts.
Yeah. So like, I mean, it's other artists, I'm not gonna go into like calling names and shit, but they've been making the same record for the past 20 years, or five or however many, you know.
All that night, say that name.
Nah, that's not what the platform is for. If we gonna do anything on this platform,
We're gonna leave that alone.
we gonna uplift some people. We're not gonna put anybody down. We're gonna uplift some people. So like, yeah. But if I'm gonna have that conversation with somebody, it's gonna be in person. You feel me? I'm not gonna like,
Respect.
yeah, blackball myself, early and shit. Like, no,
They
it's
said not blackball.
we gonna have that conversation, face to face, or like it won't be publicized. It's like, yeah, I'll let you know how I really feel, but it's not. We don't need to do all this public shit, for all that, you know.
That's real.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah, like I got a personal policy. It's like I wouldn't tell anybody. I wouldn't say anything behind anybody's back that I wouldn't say to their face. And I prefer to say it to their face. And if I go talking behind their back after I already had that conversation, at that point it is what it is. You know, but yeah,
Yeah. No.
yeah,
I'm super duper. If you want to know, ask me.
right, right. Instead of some weird energy.
And I'm gonna say I said it too.
Yeah, right. That part. So yeah, people got to stand on what they believe in and principles
Yep.
and everything, and we all have to be aligned in our principles. So like that's really important. For me, that's in any relationship, right? So I don't know. I'm not trying to go off on a tangent or nothing. Like, just stop me, or if you have anything to add or whatever. Like,
Speak your truth,
but
bro.
this is a conversation, right? So for me, a relationship is communication, right? And so communication is a two-way street, just like we had about the medium. It's like I listen, and then it's reciprocated. It's like we're listening to each other, we're speaking to each other, yes, but we're also listening to each other. At any point where there's a compromise in that communication, that's a compromise in the relationship by default, right? So like, yes, it may cease at one point, but if it resumes, at that point, the relationship in itself could continue, right? So, and if you're intentionally miscommunicating, then that's some other shit. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I feel like, I mean, that's what a relationship is at the end of the day, is communication, and that's why communication is so essential to a relationship.
Yep.
In any capacity. I don't care if it's like family, romantic, or whatever. So
Big
but
facts.
yeah, that's just my take on shit. So yeah, not to go off on
I
like a
got a
tangent.
question from the chat.
Yeah, yeah.
What's it like? What is the biggest in our generation when it comes towards the different mediums in art? What is becoming the most diluted one?
The most diluted medium, you would say? That's your question.
Yeah. Ooh.
So what do we have to choose from? I'm just trying to make sure that we consider all of them. We spoke about music, film, and writing so far, right?
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah.
What other? I don't want to. I'm not
I
sure.
mean, but then we got so many of these so-called self-help gurus that can be considered as a art form or whatever.
So would you
And
put
half
that
these
under?
times it's like
Mhm.
most of these people I see on social media act like they got it all together, but it's like I can see stains in your drawers. Like
That's some real shit.
seriously, stop that.
Yeah, that's some real shit.
There's too many so-called experts, and they're not really experts at anything.
Okay, I hear you. Question for you, follow up. And I know I still haven't answered your question. I'm still considering all the forms of medium, but I want to focus on what Crystal. I wanted to zoom in on that real quick. Who do you blame?
Yeah.
Who do you put the fault on that? Is it, I guess what do you call them? The content creator? Do you hold them responsible for that, or their audience, or is it a combination of the two?
Well, it could be the combination of the two because you got to think about this. You got the person that create the content, then you got the stupid people that actually fall for that content.
Right.
So they're equally at fault. Here.
Right.
Period. Point blank.
Okay.
So
Just curious.
Looking at half these people turn about their relationship or trying to give relationship advice, but it's
Right.
like
Right.
ooh. You sitting up here talking about how somebody should be rearing their children, but do you have any children?
I got some more. I mean, I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus again. That's not what the
No, no,
platform
no.
is.
It's not even about throwing anybody under the bus. It's just, morbid about how much people are trying to get on media just to have this quick fix money,
Yeah.
thing going on. It's like, it's not meant for everybody,
Right.
you know.
Shit, that's very on topic, in line with our discussion earlier tonight. That really falls in line with the the whole fast food mentality of creation and everything. But I
Yeah,
get
and most of the time I see is it's like you have all these artists, but yet they have no idea how to read music. I mean, do you know what middle C is? Do you know what a flat is? Do you know what a minor is? Do you know what a C7
I'm hung up on that. Is that important?
Yes, it is important.
That's part of
especially for those who are singing
I'm
and
torn.
have to play behind a band, so they'll know where their octave is when they're singing.
Okay.
That's why they always have those little earbuds in their ears.
So I get
so
you. I feel you when we're talking about performing with other people. I feel that, because that goes back to what we were talking about, having a clear, being aligned in your communication, right? You have to have that communication.
Exactly.
For sure.
And that's why I don't really follow too many of today's artists, because they don't write their own stuff most of the time.
Okay, that's the
they don't
yeah,
write
that's different. Right.
They don't write their own. It's like, okay, and I'm like, do you even read? Because half the shit you saying is like, my twin were talking at 2 full sentences at 2. Actually, before that, they were saying their ABCs at 2. A through Z counting to 50 before they even reach 3. But yet they talk better than today's artists when they're performing. These mumble rappers and whatever you want to call them. But, it's like the artist completely lost.
I feel like she has a legit gripe, in my opinion.
I feel like there is some validity. I do have some bones to pick that I will address.
She got a big gripe because she's rearing children. And
yeah.
They're going to view these artists in the realm that we're in as either leaders or gods, depending on their outlook.
Yeah.
So I do feel her gripe. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole son. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very careful about what I say to him. I'm very careful about what he digests mentally and spiritually. You feel me?
Yeah.
People don't realize, bro, art is soul food on every level.
Yeah.
From visual to audible, you feel me? It's soul food. Even soapbox art, which is poetry, pastoral, ministry. You feel me? Even soapbox art is very, very, very important, because to me, people who have a platform that can speak out, and people because your following is taking your life lessons and applying that life lesson to their different walk. No matter what it is, whether if it's relationship advice, spiritual advice, whatever the case might be. You feel me? I feel her gripe, and that's real. To me, I don't blame the people who post the art or post the content and the people who look at it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more so the algorithm. I blame the algorithm, you feel me? And I blame the fact that we can popcorn it out at such volumes, and it's now hard for it to be in your face.
Let me add something to that. If you really want to blame somebody, blame the Department of Ed for taking art and music out of schools.
Who's that? Education? Department of Education?
Yeah. If they did not take out any of this stuff out of schools, we will have top grade artists.
I feel like that's
Depends,
intentional.
but, like,
That's intentional.
but I'm saying, like, hold on. But
Because, I mean, think about this. With
Because
music,
in the DMV,
Hold on, y'all talking at the same time.
I'm sorry.
no, I'm just saying with art, I mean, look how many children had kind of advanced in science and math and science because they had music. Same thing with art. They excelled in math and science really, really well, especially with my girls. They were taking AP classes in the 9th grade.
That's tough.
Because I taught them music at an early age.
That's tough.
My dad was a guitarist and a singer. My mom was a dancer.
See,
So we had it in the family. So I passed that on with my kids.
see, that's important. That's a very essential part, I feel, of the conversation. Because you took it upon yourself. You took the responsibility to teach them better because you knew that you couldn't depend on the system to do it, you know. And so take everything that I'm saying with a grain of salt because I don't have any kids, you know.
I
But
know.
so
I'm not saying that's nothing offensive. I agree with you.
right,
so,
right. But
you know, but I'm just saying, like, the way everything is so fast, and they just want to get rich, thinking that
Right.
this lifestyle is
right,
what it is. But it's like, once you get that, it's gonna be gone because the moment you get a hit, you gotta pay your producer, you gotta pay the studio time, you gotta pay your managers, you gotta pay all them back before you even get a nickel to your name.
right.
And that's another thing, another problem too, is nobody is educating them on the industry.
Yeah.
What's really real.
See,
Because too many of them have been fucked over really bad.
it's like we're in an era of information though. Like we know how to do better in theory, right? It's like the information is out there. It's like I know to eat better food. You know?
I mean, yeah, but then again, when it comes to like the laws, the contracts, everything that's in between in that little small, teeny tiny print, to really magnify and really look, and that's what gets people, and that's how they get screwed over because they don't read the contract or they have a lawyer to read over it with. You know, right. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna get in it, be careful,
right,
and be mindful who you trust around you.
Definitely, for sure. Yeah. Manny, you about to add something?
I don't know. I feel it though. Like you said something, you know what I'm saying? Like you said something really on point one. Like we live in the age of information, bro. Like
take the responsibility upon yourself to educate yourself, right?
You feel me? Like I'm from the DMV, right? And like for those who are in attendance that don't understand how markets work in music, you have A market, you have B market, you have C market, you have D market, right? Yeah. That's how the industry divides all of the U.S. and even all of the regions in the world. You know what I'm saying? By entertainment, the A market's entertainment, you have the B market, C market, and D market. You feel me? And a lot of times, depending on your market, depending on how the market is in your area, it depends on how well the artist does in the area. You feel me? California and the South are A markets. You feel me? The only A market we have on the East Coast is New York. And that's only because New York is a mecca for a genre. You feel me? The Midwest is just getting to a point where it's surpassing from being a B market to an A market because of the influx of artists that are being pushed from there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so if you don't understand your markets in your area, you're not going to understand how to, one, navigate through your area. Two, you know what I'm saying? educate yourself on the proper ins and outs on what you might need to thrive in your market. Like I said, I'm from DC. Well, I'm really from PG County, Maryland, which is 2 minutes from DC. You feel what I'm saying? And we have just elevated from a D market to a C market in music. But that took, few things. It took us to have the noticeable artists for the industry to take us seriously. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, it took us to repetitively push those artists out. You feel me? Like, if you think about the DMV, only a few artists might come to mind. I can name 3 that everyone probably know about. Wale, GoldLink, Logic.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And unless you really know about the area, you really can't. So you might say Shy Glizzy, Fat Trail, but that's if you know the area.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, just because my area is a C market in music, it doesn't stop me from still getting the information that I need and teaching myself the things necessarily in order for me to navigate through this thing called music. Because one of my dreams for this area is to have infrastructure here. I know for a reason why the DMV fails musically in the whole realm of, the markets of music in the U.S. It's because we don't have the infrastructure like California, like New York, and like Atlanta when it comes towards developing artists.
Same thing with Dallas compared to Houston. Same thing with Dallas.
You feel me? But but what makes Dallas and Houston different, and what makes Texas different, is the festival market.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because of the festival market and because Dallas is a part of the chitlin circuit when it comes towards touring, it's easier for artists from Texas to get on than it would be from an artist further north. Like, a lot of the artists who live further north, they will have to go to Atlanta. They will have to go to a California. They will have and they could be self-made because opportunities are put in place for Texas artists to perform in front of major artists.
Right.
You can't be an up-and-coming act in the DMV and think to get on Rocky City Fest or Triletro. It's not going to happen. The first thing the promoters want to ask you is, what's your following looking like?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Meanwhile, in Texas, if you just hungry and they respect you and you got good, you on.
Yeah.
They gonna put you on the stage. Oh no. He got the energy. He got to put him on stage. You feel what I'm saying?
I would have said, you just know somebody, but yeah.
And because of the camaraderie in the South, it's easier for you to find somebody that's gonna put you in position in the South than it is in the DMV. But to the point of what she was saying, like, I feel as though, well, more so to what you were saying, I'm a product of, if you don't know, we live in the age of information. You feel what I'm saying? I wanted to be an artist here. And I know the major things that's going to have me to be successful with being an artist is being able to have solid instrumentation, a way to record my music, and a way to, you know what I'm saying, navigate my brain through the millions of, other things that are out here. Well, the millions of other content that's out here for people to see.
Right.
You feel me?
Hey, my IG is on the fringe here real quick. It's about to go out and everything, but I wanted to appreciate y'all. Thank y'all again for the conversation, the communication. We're definitely gonna do this again here in about a week or so.
Always.
But thank you, Crystal, Manny, everybody else tuning in. Y'all giving us a lot to think about. Shout out to y'all. Much love. We'll catch y'all around next time. I appreciate y'all. Thanks again. OMA, one who may sin. Do what you do, but whatever you do you. After all, it's what you do best. Going all the way up. Eyes to the sky. Peace, y'all. Stay up.